English beer is heavier, I thought.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
More bitters.
More bitters, yeah.
Yeah, but I like a lager.
Well, you entered the room. I was a bit, as I said, disappointed that you're here as yourself.
Yes.
And not as.
It's
as
very
you did.
disappointing.
I'm
disappointed. You were
Whit's
disappointed this
That's why
morning
he's
as well.
an actor, because
Everyone's
he likes
disappointed.
not being himself.
Yeah,
He hates himself because of what his father said when he was 5.
which we won't repeat, but it did break me.
Have you ever tried his costume?
No, I don't think I'd fit.
Different size.
Yes.
Have you? Because where is it recorded, actually?
Recorded?
Yeah. You say recorded, right? You
filmed?
record a film, yeah.
We filmed in Dublin.
Ah, filmed, yeah. In
And
Dublin.
in and outside Dublin, but these English castles and great houses. So it's authentically English, but in Dublin.
And is it because during filming, you maybe in the middle of the night sneaked in these castles and walked around, or not?
No,
Whit was only allowed to film at these castles because I live in one of them. So I allowed
That's
the
not
crew in
Yeah.
free of charge. It's
Yes.
the reason I got the job.
Yeah.
I live at the place we know as Churchill.
Yes.
Is my own residence.
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
you don't work there as a servant. It's your residence.
No, it's my residence. I live there. I'm not actually an actor, but I let Whit film there.
Why?
And he kind of because he wrote me a part.
Yeah.
So I thought that's the
That's
best
how
way
it
to
goes.
repay him.
Yeah.
It was one of my questions though, because there's such a big group of actors.
Yes.
So I was very curious how the casting process went. But one of
Well,
them got the part.
Mine was very
beca-
simple.
That's
I
very
had a
simple.
massive country house that Whit wanted to film in.
And the rest?
We saw, we actually saw Tom in London. The casting was done in London. And there was, I think, well, I can't talk about everything, but Tom came in, was very good. He seemed to, I think you seemed dressed in period already, weren't you? Just doing something?
I'd
you were doing
had
a Dickens thing?
Yeah,
You had some Dickens sort of theatre piece?
I had a beard, so I was able to kind of shave the beard off into sideburns. And I think I put like a kind of faux Edwardian frock coat on and turned my collar up.
You look really great.
Yeah. I gave a hint of what I'd look like.
And did you rehearse all together as well? A lot in London?
No.
No?
No, don't really believe in that. We did a table reading, but I think almost no one from the table reading is in the movie. It was very nice for me. It was sort of a script exercise to hear all the dialogue. And I think Morfitt, who plays Frederica, was there. But it was very early in casting before we really had found people for the parts.
I did it over Skype.
And then for the table read, the real table read, right before the shoot, Tom was still in England, so he did it on Skype. So we had everyone sitting around, and then Tom on a little laptop. And we saw that it was a very funny role, Sir James Martin. So started writing more scenes for Sir James Martin.
Uh-huh.
I had my pajama bottoms on.
Oh yes,
shot,
it's one of those things.
just so
Is that what
everyone
made you
knows
so
now.
lively and funny?
Just like that.
I read in a review, let me repeat that quote. If this was a just world, would be a just world, then this film would be propelling you into international stardom. And about Kate Beckinsale, the review said it's her best performance, which made me wonder, how do you get the best out of these people?
Well, Jane Austen is the author of the piece, and so they're very good lines to say and very good ideas. And then there's sort of, you think about which actors are right for a long time. You cast the actor and they bring what their thoughts to it. But generally everyone does sort of extrapolations of what they're doing in the auditions, and they sort of do their own version of the character. And so I think they're comfortable probably in the role because it's their creation.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think, how did he make you such a good, did he make you such a good actor in the piece, or you just did it yourself?
Good.
I'm just good.
He's just
You're
good.
just good. It's
Yeah,
so
we
easy.
could have seen, because Tom came to the festival and appeared as his character at the end of,
I saw that.
with totally new material which he developed.
Was coerced
Yes, yes,
into doing it.
yes, coerced.
But it was good fun. I like
It
doing
was.
it.
Everybody,
It was
I was there in the same audience, in the same room with you, and during the screening, everybody laughed the entire film. What were there also?
Were you at the evening screening or the morning screening?
I don't remember anymore.
I've seen too many films.
Yeah, I've seen too many
I've gone
films.
film blind.
What is it? Day, night, night. I think.
Was the screening here or the screening at Pathé?
In Rotterdam, it was. It was in here.
Here.
Yeah.
that was
Last
the
night.
first. That was the.
Last night.
Last night, yes,
Yeah.
last night.
Okay.
Exactly. And were they also laughing at moments that you didn't calculate that people would laugh?
A few. I'm trying to think now, but it was quite nice. No, it wasn't bad.
It felt like mainly people were laughing when, I guess you intended them to laugh.
Yes, but some things sort of play funnier than I anticipated. And also, it was kind of interesting with the subtitles, because sometimes people were getting the joke before the characters said everything.
It's kind of subtitle etiquette, isn't it?
It was
if you
nice.
can read this, you wait until everyone's heard it, and then you allow yourself to laugh.
Then
Must
you
be
walk
tricky.
outside of the
Yeah.
theater as well. Oh, I already read the subtitles. Let's go. And is it because why this story of Jane Austen?
Well, almost all the other Jane Austens have been filmed, and this is one that hadn't been. And it also hadn't been entirely finished by her. So I love Jane Austen. I know a lot of people love Jane Austen. And it's the idea we're sort of adding something to the Jane Austen film bookshelf, something that sort of wasn't quite entirely done. And what Tom does in it sort of helps complete the story. And it's her funniest piece. So she wrote it when she was very young, and she sort of allowed herself to be very wild and funny. It's almost as if she was channeling Oscar Wilde a century earlier. It's very Oscar Wildean in humor. And so it's a chance to do a very funny Jane Austen piece.
And how was it to dive into this period?
Well, I'd sort of been in it all the time because I was always reading Jane Austen and other things from that period. The first sort of British author I loved was Samuel Johnson, Dr. Johnson, and actually she greatly influenced Jane Austen. She adored him and was sort of creating a fictional world that he would have loved. And so I'd always been thinking of doing some Jane Austen. Producers had talked to me about doing different things. And so this was sort of logical, and yet it had the advantage of being done sort of outside the business, just on our own, looking at the script, working on it over a long period.
And is it while you start working on this process, of course you read the novel, you read it again and the letters, and is it difficult to, how do you say that, to leave out the rest of the world for that period of time?
Leave out the rest of the book, or?
No, because I can imagine you maybe not want other influence into your brain because you're doing this and want to be focused in this period and this music.
Well, I just like it very much, so I'm always reading this period and listening to this music, and it helped because I was reading a lot of history and from the period. So we have a character who, in the book, is sort of under-described. And we had Chloe Sevigny coming in, and there's the question of, does she try to do a British accent? And I had the idea of making her an American exile after our War of Independence, because I'd been reading a lot about the exiles that came back to London after their side lost in that war. Because it wasn't really seen as a war between America and Britain. It was a war between the Tories and the Whigs. So it was sort of an English Civil War taking place on American soil, and the side that lost, the Tories, many of them came back to London. And so it helped, reading so much in that period, that the Chloe Sevigny character became this American exile. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the nicest scenes in the film is the last scene that Tom has with Chloe Sevigny. And that's actually one of the few scenes that the Sir James Martin character has that's in the book. And yet it's sort of different. We sort of take it a little further in the movie than it went in the book. But that was an important Sir James Martin scene.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever look at the book?
Yeah.
How many times?
7 or 8.
7. That's okay.
No, I think it's almost better if they don't, but if they do, fine.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's based on the script. I mean, Kate actually did a great job reading the book and reading the script and sort of going back and forth, like, why we're doing this, why we're not doing that. And that was quite helpful to sort of winnow the script and modify the script.
And how long did it take you to modify the book to the script?
Well, I wasn't really working on it all the time. It's just off and on between other jobs. But I started back 2004.
Is it because you like that way of working, or?
Yes.
Okay, why?
I prefer not having time pressure.
Yes, but wouldn't you prefer just to have, I don't know, 1 year only working on the script, or 5 years?
No, because I need time to change it enough. So this was a very rich Jane Austen novella. There's tons of material, tons of lines. And so first you sort of take it down, just the things that are needed. And then I didn't work back to the novel. I just worked on what I had taken out of it. And I think that's important in adaptation. You cannot be too overwhelmed by the original novel.
No, exactly. What would be a genre which you also really would like to?
I'd like to do a James Bond film, but there's ethnic or national prejudice against an American director doing that. Also directors with very low-grossing films.
And you'd probably want me to be Bond.
I
think after Craig, we need to go back to a lighter Roger Moore era Bond.
Would you like to be James
and
Bond?
Marty chops. A bit of lightness of touch.
I think he could do very good.
A bit of humour.
I think so.
Craig's very good.
Well,
But
he doesn't have what I've got.
Yeah,
does
that's
he?
how I feel.
Could you maybe audit?
Now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take your time.
And obviously I'll change the accent a bit. I wouldn't make him as upper class, so it'd be, the name's Bond. James Bond. Cheers.
What do you think of it?
Something like that.
I'd want
I'd
to change the accent.
And then
I
what
definitely
would you want
want
to change it to?
RP. It'd be, you know.
I can do that.
Okay.
Can you say
I'm sure
Bond,
they're
James
watching.
Bond in?
Yeah. I'll do it properly. No, I won't do it. I'll try and do it properly. No, I can't.
What would it?
No. I was going to try it then.
But I think with practice and with proper coaching, John Washington, etc.
What would be? Are you now writing on a next project?
What I'm doing now is I'm trying to finish a novel based on the film. So her novel was never really finished. We've done this film with different elements, and now we want to sort of commercially capitalize on the film, having a novel based on the film. So I'm supposed to finish that on Thursday.
I will read that one.
You are now making a novel based on the film,
based on
a
the novel. Yes.
Meta, isn't it?
Yes.
Is that true, or are you?
It's kind of plagiarism. But I mean, the Sir James Martin character is bigger in my novel than Jane Austen, so it has that advantage.
Yeah. It was what it was lacking.
Yeah.
Not enough James Martin.
Is that because I thought about the humor in the film and that a lot of people were laughing, like we said earlier. Is it international? Is humor international? Or?
That's a very good question. Often it is not. I was really pleased that it worked here in these two screenings. It seemed all to work, but normally, very often it does not work. Have your shows been shown in foreign language countries?
Not really. Most of my stuff has all been English. So it was really nice to see it played here.
Yeah.
And for the audiences to get it.
Yeah.
Obviously, physicality translates is international.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was lovely to see an audience.
Maybe it's Dutch humor and British humor that it's
They're quite
a bit
similar.
Similar.
And the Dutch, in many ways, are better at speaking English than English people are.
Is it?
Yeah. Your English is better than mine.
Yeah, I already noticed,
Yeah.
but how is your Dutch? Though?
Thanks for being so polite.
Yeah.
Dank u wel.
That's very good.
Thanks.
That's very good.
Dank u wel. That's all I know. It's all you need to know in a foreign language. You need to know please, thank you, hello and goodbye.
Sorry, maybe.
Sorry is a good one.
But that's international as well.
English people always need sorry. Because we apologise. Sorry. Sorry, carry on.
No, thank you for
Sorry.
your time.
No, sorry.
Thanks very much. So the title of the film is Love and Friendship, and it will be in cinemas this year.
When?
Don't know yet, but we've sold it to Netherlands at this festival, I believe.
I think everybody will enjoy it here.
I hope
Since
so.
Hope so.
yeah, it was
But
exciting
you know,
a bit, right?
we're a co-production with Holland, and so the cinematographer, the camera crew, the film lab work was done in Amsterdam. The sound editing was done in Amsterdam. We had the Netherlands Film Fund involved, and a
then
producer from Amsterdam.
You travel back and forth the entire time?
Yes, I was based in Paris, and we were doing the picture editing in Paris, and so I was back and forth in the Thalys. How do you pronounce it? Thalys? The train?
Thalys, yeah. Yeah. Interesting. Because where do you live?
Paris.
You live in Paris?
Yes.
Okay. I had a question in my mind, but now
Come on, it's there.
it is
It's
there.
there.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
At the
It's really close.
at the end of it.
It's
Yes,
really close.
exactly. During the screening, you were a bit nervous, right?
Yes.
Is that the most exciting part of the filmmaking, that it's being premiered and everybody sees it and it's out of your hands?
No.
No? What is it then?
Exciting. I don't think you really want excitement. That's trying to be avoided.
Yeah.
Try to avoid excitement in filmmaking. I think actually finding the actors is the best thing. I think when you find the right actor for a role, that's the best part of it.
Okay. Then I'm very happy that you Skyped.
I'm very happy Whit
Yeah.
found me.
Yeah.
He was actually cast like in London, person to person, and then the Skype was this wonderful reading he did with the creation of the character.
In my pajamas.
In his, we didn't know about that, but it would have excited us even more. That would have been
But
exciting.
we're closer now, so I feel like I can let you in on that secret.
Okay, good.
Thanks, gentlemen, for your
Thanks.
time.
Pleasure.
Enjoy
Thanks
your
very
bill.
much. I hope you have editing.
No, we
Yeah,
won't.
get
It's
the
a one
scissors to
taker.
that. Pick the bones out of that one.
No, we won't
Thanks very
edit it,
much.
actually.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.